Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. It is Ijoma here, and in today's video we're going to make this beautiful shirt dress. It has a pleated sleeve or a gathered sleeve. It has a slant at the button area, and it has a normal collar. So for this blouse I used just 2 yards of doll face because I'm making it for a size 6. But if you are making this for a size 10, size 12, you should buy at least 2.5 yards or 3 yards, because at the end of the day I was managing this fabric. So in order to have enough to work with, you should buy 3 yards or 2.5 yards. So first of all, we are going to do the cutting, and for the cutting we are doing a freehand cutting. We're not doing any pattern drafting for this. This is the fabric that I'll be working with. I have my scissors, I have my tape, I have my chalk, and I have my ruler. The first thing that I'm going to cut out is the back. I will cut out the back first before cutting the front. So I am going to fold my fabric. I'll fold my fabric, and after folding the fabric we are going to take our bust point, chest line, half length and full length. Though for the back you don't really need your bust point, but you're going to mark your bust point so that when cutting out the front you will not get confused. And one thing about this shirt is that it does not have the normal length. It is a crop shirt. It is not that long. It should stop somewhere below your half length. So now I am done folding, and I'll go ahead and mark my chest shoulder. My shoulder is 15 inches, that is 7.5 plus half an inch seam allowance. I'll mark my chest line, that is 8 inches. My bust point is 10 inches. Then the half length is 17. I want to make the full length 20 or 21 inches. So you are just free to make it between 20, 21, 22. It should not be longer than that if you want to achieve this particular shape this top has. Then after doing this, I'm going to mark my armhole. Then after doing that, I will cut off the rest of the fabric. This one that I have here will be enough for me to take my body measurements. For the neckline, I'm using 2.5 because I'm making this for a size 6. The person is really slim. I'll make the width 2.5. The depth, I made it 1 inch. For the back, the wideness is 2.5. The depth of the neckline is 1 inch. Then I'll make my shoulder slant as well. After doing this, I am going to take her bust measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch for ease and another 1 inch for seam allowance. You know, this is a shirt. It is not going to be fitted on the body. So after dividing your bust, add 1 inch for ease and then add 1 inch for seam allowance. Then this is for my dart line. I have marked 4 inches from the center back, that is at the full length. Then my dart will stop at 1 inch below my chest line. Then I'll take out 1 inch on each side of this top of this dart. On each side of the dart you will take out 1 inch. So after doing this, you will make your waist, you mark your waist measurement, your waist divided by 4 plus 1 inch for that. You add 1 inch for that, and then your normal seam allowance. Then after doing that, we are going to cut out. This is our back. So using this back now, we are going to cut off the front. Remember to notch your dart, please. Using this back pattern, we are going to cut out the front. So for the front, you know that we are going to have a button at the front. I will add 2.5 inch allowance for my button. I want to use 2.5 inch for my button allowance. So this is the 2.5 from the center. I will add 2.5. This is for my button allowance. Then I will mark a straight line up to the shoulder area. Then for the front neckline, it is going to be 3 inches deep. It is going to be 3 inches deep. So after doing that, I'll come down by 3 inches and I will mark my round neck. So make sure that the widths of the necklines align, the front and the back neckline. Make sure they align. Then you will go ahead and cut off the neckline. After cutting off the neckline, you now cut off the shoulder, the armhole, the side seam, and the full length. So after cutting out the full length, remember to notch your dart. The front is going to have a dart. If you want, you can even leave the back dart, but make sure that your front has a dart, so that this shirt will be fitted on the body. At the end of the day, this is what we have. Notch your dart. Remember to notch your dart. After doing this, we are going to cut out our sleeve. The neckline or the collar, we are going to cut that one after joining the men's shirt. So this is our sleeve. We are going to cut out 2 long fabric. So this one is 6.5 on fold. This is the first step. The second one will be shorter than that. I'll go ahead and cut out this one, and it will be as long as 50 inches. So this is what I have 4 pieces here, 2 for each sleeve. The biggest one will be 6.5 on fold. The smaller one will be 4 inches on fold. You can even make it 5 inches or 4.5, but I decided to make it 4 inches. The big one is 6.5 on fold. The small one is 4 inches on fold. So we are going to pair them, one big size and one small size for one sleeve. So the other one was not long enough, I had to join it. So we are going to pair them. At the end of the day, you have just 2, one long one and one shorter one. So after doing that, this is my dart. I am done fixing my dart to the men's shirts. I added my dart to the front and to the back. I've also folded my button allowance. Remember, after folding the button allowance, you will place the 2 of them like this, the 2 front panel. Then from the half length, you come up by 3 inches, and then you will slant it towards the dart line. You come up by 3 inches and you slant towards the dart line. So this is in order for us to get that V shape at the front. So if you want this V shape to be well defined, you are going to slant the side of this shirt, the front. You are going to slant the front. So from the side seam, you will go up by 1 inch and you will cut out a V shape. So you can see it is well defined now. So because of the slant we gave it at the back, we are going to we are going to reduce the back by 1 inch so that the 2 of them will match at the side seam. You can see what I did there. It's this slant at the side will give it a well defined V shape. Then after slanting that, we are going to join the shoulder and we'll take our side seam measurements. Join your shoulder, join the side. We are done joining the shoulder and the side. I will cut off my armhole. After cutting off this armhole, we are going to hem the down part with our bias, but for now we can leave it this way. So make sure that everything is aligning. Just trim off the ones that you can trim. Right now we are going to take our neckline measurements. I'm not going to make a detailed collar tutorial here. No, I have a lot of collar tutorials on my YouTube channel, so I will link some so that you can go and see. I am doing a freehand collar. I just want to do a freehand collar. The round neck is 14 inches, and then I folded my fabric. Then I will take my 14 plus half an inch seam allowance. Like I said, I am not going to make this collar tutorial detailed. I have a lot of detailed collar tutorial. So this is the collar stand. I want the height to be 1.5. After cutting out the collar stand, I will cut the main collar. I just want to curve the front of this collar. Don't be annoyed I'm not making. I have done a lot of collar tutorials. I have a lot of shirt dresses on my channel. This is the collar stand. After cutting out this collar stand, I will go ahead and cut out our normal collar. This is our normal collar, and I will slant. So after cutting this out, I want this normal collar to be 2.5 inches wide, and I added half an inch seam allowance on both sides. Then after cutting this out, I am going to cut out two piece for 2 of them. one for the main fabric, one for the lining. So after doing this, I'm going to cut out the lining part, and after cutting out the lining part, I will add an interface to them. If you want to add interface to all of them, you are free to do that. If you want to add interface to one collar stand and one main collar, you are also free to do that. So right now I am done cutting the lining for the main collar, and I am cutting a lining for the collar stand. So this is what we have. I have added my interface. I have turned the main collar. After turning the main collar, I'll go ahead and iron it flat. Then after ironing it flat, I'll place it in between the two collar stand and I will turn. So after ironing, I'll place it in between the two collar stand and I will turn. This is the collar and these are the collar stands. So I'll just place it in between the two of them and I will turn. Like I said, this collar tutorial is not really detailed, but at least you understand what I am trying to do. So after doing that, I will go ahead and turn. After turning, I will iron. Then after ironing all this, I will add the collar to the shirt. So after adding this collar to the shirt, the next thing that we are going to do is to add our sleeve, and our sleeve is really simple. So this is my collar. I'll go ahead and add it to my shirt. It is very easy. Just add it to your shirt. Then at the end of the day, this is what we have. We are going to use a bias to turn the hemline of this shirt. The reason why I said you should use a bias is because of all these V shapes that we have here and there, so that the shape will come out. If you do a freehand hemming, you may not really have this V shape at the end of the day. So just use a bias tape in order to maintain that V shape. So this is our sleeve. We are done running a stitch, and please, after running a stitch on these sleeves, do not iron. You can see what I have. Do not iron. We don't need a flat edge or a flat hem. So now I am pairing the sleeve, one big one and one shorter one. One is 6 inches, the other one is 4 inches. So after doing this, I will run a stitch on them to hold them together. One for the right sleeve and one for the left sleeve. So after running this sleeve to hold them together, we are going to gather them or pleat them round our sleeve. So now I am done running a stitch on the both of them. They are now paired, they are now together. What we are going to do is that we are going to open up the armhole area of these shirts. We are going to gather it round. So open up the armhole area small, then you will start gathering it or pleating it around the armhole. That is just the simple way to do this stuff. It is very easy. So after fixing the first one, this is what I have. It is really fine. It is really fine. You can see what I have there, and then I'll go ahead and close the remaining part of the armhole and the remaining part of the sleeve. This one is for the other side. So after doing this, we'll fix the other sleeve, and then you can go ahead and fix your button or your press button. It depends on the type of button you want to use. So that is it for this tutorial, guys. Just go ahead and gather your sleeve or pleat. At the end of the day, this is what we have. So guys, registration for our online classes is ongoing. Registration for our physical classes is ongoing. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also click on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you will get notified. I hope this shirt is beautiful. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all in my next video. Bye.